Hello everybody and welcome to another game on the Rampaging Dwarf channel. Today we are going to be starting a new game with Gold Rush the game, and I'm sorry, no, it's not Gold Rush anymore, is it? It's recently had a rebrand. It's now Gold Mining Simulator. What that means is that I don't know the details on why that change happened, but what I do know is they've actually breathed some new life into Gold Mining Simulator. So we are going to go ahead and start with a normal difficulty setting. The only difference will be is that we will have a 1 times time scale on this game instead of 12 times. So it's literally 1 real world minute takes 1 real world minute in the game. So now that we are in at the lodge, we are going to go and get a few story pieces. Now, a path I like to take is I go from the left and make a wide circle around to collect them. So the useful things about these story pieces is that they not only progress the story in the dig helper with a written sort of story, but they also make prices cheaper in the parts shop as well as fuel prices. Now that we've got them all here, we are going to get into the car and make our way to the bank to lease out the first parcel that we can do. So whilst we do this, we are also going to be talking a little bit more about what our aim is for this series. Considering making it more like a let's play sort of tutorial, because there are some instances when I've needed to find something, such as specific parts that break down. I've needed to be able to find out where they are and try and get that all sorted. But here we are, here's the fuel station. So we are going to go in and I'm going to show you what the prices look like at the moment. So take the nozzle out and put it in the car and it will show us. There you go, as you can see it's at $10.80 per gallon. Pretty high if you ask me. Although I'm from the UK, we have high prices everywhere. So now we are going to make our way down to the bank and lease out Old Arnold Parcel. It is technically free, however there is a parcel rent that we do need to pay. And I believe that is kind of like 30% of the gold that we get, if not including gold nuggets, is what we need to pay all the monetary equivalent. And as you can see there, additional provision of rent is 30% of the gold, or the money that we make, if we sell the gold first. So now we are going to go to the parts store and get everything we need here for our very first setup. Park it just here. So this is the parts store. This is where we get everything that we need apart from the heavy equipment. And as you can see, it's fairly well stocked. So the first thing we are going to need to get are these hog pan mats. So we'll need 4 of those. For setting up for the future, we'll go up with the hog pan and pump, and we're going to get the 2 sluice boxes. So the sluice boxes are where the mats go into, and the water and the dirt that we dig and put into the pan all run down and wrap in those mats. So we can transport them like this, already to go and already set up, to make life a little bit easier. And with the hog pan, what that does is that we dig the dirt, whether it's with a shovel or with the machines, and as you can see, we just decided to have a little jump to get everything quicker. But what it means is that the hog pan, we will be able to dig up a lot of the dirt and then put it into the pan directly. Now it takes roughly 100 shovelfuls to, we are going to go get another couple of quarry pieces. There's one just on the wall up in the shed here. go, and there is another one just along the tracks here. And in the snow, they can be incredibly difficult to spot sometimes because they kind of blend into the textures of the snow. And there's the other one. Now these ones I've known where they are for quite a long time because I've done first playthroughs of this quite a lot. So I've only got 177 hours in the game. However, when you consider that I'm a family man who worked a 9 to 5 job as well, that's still not that bad an amount. We are going to go get the new story bits around the foundry here. The first thing we do is go over to the farthest point, over here, and then we go round. So if you're ever unsure of where the story piece might be, just follow a little path like this, no matter where you are, and 9 times out of 10 you'll come across at least one. So there's one just around this corner here. Yeah, like that. So now we continue going further up. So what we'll eventually be doing is going all the way up to where we start to enter Old Arnold Parcel and then circle our way back around. Now this is a fairly important area to keep in mind because that grate right there we're going over is where we put in magnetite. Now magnetite is something that we can get a separator specifically for and be able to pour it into there and then use that to make upgrades to the smithy, such as cheaper gold smelting costs, or make it faster, or reduce the amount of gold lost. So there's that one there. Now, yes, I was previously talking about the hog pan and the setup. So the hog pan you fill directly, and the one we got has a pump, so that means later when we have the money for that, we can go down and get the water pump and be able to have that manually automatically filling whilst we load shovels into it, making things a lot quicker. And then all of that mud and water goes down those sluice box cores, and the mats trap all of the gold flakes in there. Now, as we go up, as we dig, we will be getting more gold nuggets, and that will tremendously help increase the amount of money that we get, making it possible to get new machines a lot quicker and a lot faster. So we're going to go through all the stages here, but with one minor difference. Instead of going for the auto-filling hog pan, we are going to be trying out the mini machines DLC. Now, I am a bit dubious about this DLC because there's a lot of bad things that have been read and heard about the DLCs, about it being extremely unbalanced and quite frankly a waste of money. I'm the kind of person who likes to make my own decision and not listen to ratings, give some stock into reviews, but only if they're not from somewhere like an official magazine, because quite often in the gaming industry people will pay for good reviews. And if you don't pay for the good review, you won't get one. Unfortunately, it is like that, which is why I never listen to official reviews. I make my own mind up, and I fully recommend that everybody else do the same. Here we are at Old Arnold Parcel. So we are going to go down towards the tent here, because there's a little area right there. That's our hog pan site. So we're going to get everything set up now. And one thing that would quite often be the case is that you get the hog pan set up, and then if you don't have gold nuggets, and As you can see, carrying this thing can get quite tedious, to say the least. But once we get all of the mats cleaned off and all the gold into a bucket, we'll pour them into a gold mining pan. Give it a good old shake in some water to clean it off. And you'll probably see them in here as well. So that bucket, the silver one, and that circular pan that was on the table, they are what you use to shake the gold and ditch the leftover water. Now we are going to start digging and continue our story a little bit. So what you would do is you would pour some of the muddy water with the gold concentrate into that big pan, then use the giant silver bucket to get some gold all squirt. Oh, there we go, we have a nugget. But we are going to go ahead and hit. As you can see there, that's filled at 89%, now 100%, and the next process we do is fill the bucket with water and chuck it in the pan. But what you do with the get gold without having a wash table or a metal type separator, you need to put it in that little tray, which helps separate the gold from the mud and the rocks, and then just keep everything clean whilst you get rid of the water. However, you do need to be careful because that water, if you tip it out too much, you can lose some of the gold and you won't get that back, even though it goes into that giant silver trap. There we go, we are going to just put that in because we made a mistake. Now, as you can see, we have decided to do a little bit of cutting, so you didn't have to sit there for literally for 10 minutes just watching me dig over and over again, just to fill these maps for the first time. Now, the early game of this can be very tedious and very slow. As you can see, we also made 8.5 ounces of gold, so that would just do nuggets. That's not gold or money that we'd need to pay toward the provision of rent. It's only when we decide to wash up the gold that we have. But what we are going to do now is we are going to head down to the blacksmith and melt down what we can into gold bars, then sell it and repeat the process until we've managed to smelt down all 8.5 ounces. So we are going to make our way down to the blacksmith. Oh, a bit slidey. And we shall show you the process there. And we are also going to show the full drive there, so that you know where to go as well from this point. So, I hope everybody is liking the content so far, and if you are, please feel free to leave a like, and if you want to see more, leave a subscribe. If you don't, then just let me know in the comments what you think can be improved. Any constructive criticism is greatly appreciated, as it will help me improve content for you guys. We just take this right here, and the blacksmith is just around this corner. Now, there are more story pieces here as well that we're going to be getting and using. As you can see, the marker has come up right in the corner there. So we go out and we look on the doors. There we go, we can get 1/2 ounce. Smelt. Now, instead of standing here rating, there are some more story pieces than just these bits in this area we are going to go and find. That's that one. Now you see how almost invisible that story piece was. So now we are going to go down the road. Where there used to be one around this car. It must be going crazy. So we are going to be going all the way down the road to the barriers and then making our way back, as there are a couple of story pieces further down here and also in that totem pole area that we just passed. So there's that one. Now make our way back. Now make our way back. Is under the car. Now, I've played this game since it was in early access, and a lot has changed since then. One of the biggest changes was a complete rework of the workers, because when you previously ran this game, if you got a worker, they could automatically run equipment. So that means you could have the hog pan mining going whilst you're, say, digging out the main area. And that got really, really overpowered very quickly. But for now, we are going to go ahead and wait for this gold bar to smelt down, which is going to take another 12 real world minutes, because I am honestly too lazy to go into the settings and change it. Here we are, let's give it a check. It's not quite yet. Back in a couple of seconds. There we go. And look at that. New textures on the gold bars as well. So we are going to take this down to the bank and show you how to sell them. So we do it in the exact same way that we did with acing the plot, although we just go to a different page, and you can even check what the current price of gold is, as it does fluctuate from hour to hour. So I believe it's a case of the more gold you put in and sell, the lower the price will become. So there we go, that's another $537. Exit. So now we go back to the blacksmith and repeat this whole process, whilst I am going to be sat there waiting for absolutely ever. But for you, it's just going to be a couple of seconds. There we go. Check that. Excellent. We've got all of our gold bars, and that took, as you can tell by the time, half an hour. Now, I'll admit I was too lazy to actually go into the settings and change it 12 times, so I was just doing little bits around the flat whilst waiting for that. And there we are. We now currently have 5,700 on, but we are going to be ending it here, and then we shall see you in the next video coming out next week. And I hope you've all enjoyed. Bye bye. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 3 of Gold Mining Simulator. So as you can see, we've got a truck full of things. We've got a bit of cash. We've done some digging off screen, and we are going to get ourselves an excavator to continue in the next stage of the gold mining evolution. So we're going to get this small excavator right here. That's going to cost us quite a bit. We might not have the transport costs. Let's find out. No, we do not. So we're going to go back and wash up what we have to get some more gold to smelt down, and then get everything, get enough money to get the excavator that we need. So we shall see you over at Old Arnold Parcel in just a moment. Okay, so here we are back at the parcel with everything we need to start getting this push up done. So we are going to go over and get the buckets of gold paydirt that we already have. Oh, my idiot self left that on. So let's unplug this and bring it over towards here. to make it a little bit closer to be able to get this started. Or not, we'll put it just. Yes, so we can do it. Let's connect this up and then bring it all the way over into the river. Now, one thing that we've not touched upon yet is that in cold weather, especially at the start of the game or at any point in winter, the river can actually freeze, and in summer it can dry up. So we are going to move this over to here, where we're going to have the splitter for the wave table and the magnetite separator. Once we've got all of this set up, we shall be back with you in a moment. And here we are with everything almost set up. So we're going to be lazy. So we are going to turn this on. Where is it? There it is. And now we're going to get the buckets to begin washing up. A bit of an unusual start to this episode, where we're actually doing a gold wash up first. But this will be our lowest yielding bucket. This is the one that we did by digging by hand. The others that we have there are the ones that we did with the rather frustrating and disastrous Mini Machines DLC. So we're going to wash this up and see how much gold we have made in the meantime. And turn these on and we will be right back. And here we are, just about to turn on the wash table, see how much gold we get. Yes, we did decide to live into our little bit of laziness and bring the car over. So there's the second washed up bucket. And now we've got our third. So see from that message, we've got the notification turned back on, but we also got 0.6 ounces of gold from the very first bit of digging that we've done. So let's start with the Mini Machines DLC buckets. See how much we get from that. And as you can tell, we've already got more than double the amount, and it's only halfway through. So what does everybody think we are going to get in terms of how much gold we've got and what our earning from it is? That got us literally more than twice as much gold than digging by hand. So it is better in terms of using the Mini Machines DLC just for the gold output if you can stand that frustration, which I personally cannot. So we're going to wash all of this up, and then our plan is to go down to the blacksmith, smelt it all down, sell the bar, and get that excavator onto the parcel so we can start really making a lot more money. We shall see you when we are there. So here we are with our gold bar. That total amount got us a little bit over 6 ounces of gold. So it might not be the highest amount of gold that we've had from one gold bar with that 23 ounces that we did, but it will get us over the threshold we need to be able to afford the excavator. So let's go sell this and then go get that excavator and start earning a lot more money. But let's see how much this bar will be. I'm looking about, well, that's 7 grand, not bad. The important thing is we now have enough. So let's go get ourselves an excavator. Now, going forward, I've not taken any loans out at the moment. I've not rented any equipment. So I think a little challenge we'll set for ourselves is to continue with that. There'll be no loans, no renting. Everything we have will be our own. We'll literally own everything that we have on the parcel at that time. Let's move that over again. Move your machines. And we shall see you over at the parcel, getting started with the excavator. And here we are back at the parcel. We are just coming into view of our gorgeous excavator. Now, if you remember from last week, the mini excavator had a lot of issues with literally drifting sideways when you turned it. So first we are going to get this set up and set up the chain we need for the mini wash plant. Not mini wash plant, the mobile wash plant. Point. Right? Let's get in here. So here's a little tip you can do if you find yourself running short on distance of your cables and your water pipes, you can hold down the right mouse button to basically pull in or wind up the hose or the electrical cable to give you that little bit more distance, especially if it's going over a hill or is twisting and turning. So that's what we've done, and now we'll be able to put that filter into the water to start processing more water. Start processing water to the mobile wash plant. Now we're going to go finish up the but we'll be back when we get all of this finished off and ready to start digging so you can see it. Here we are in the excavator. This is only the small, but as you can tell when we start driving, it's not going to have that sliding issue which a brand new DLC had. It turns properly, because what you do is you hold the left trigger down to turn left, the right trigger down to hold right, and hold both down to go forward. So we are going to crawl our way over there and get everything lined up and start digging in the parcel to make a lot more gold, get a lot more bigger nuggets, and we shall see you once that is over there and we have started. So here we are, we've got everything moved over. We are just checking our distances, and as you can see that will be perfect for going into, and we are going to start digging. Now in winter you'll see the snow on the ground, and in that snow you won't be able to dig through it because the soil will be too hard. But as you can see, we've already got a large nugget, so we are going to cut over to a little bit further. There we go. We've got it full. We've got our bucket almost full. 99% will do. And we're going to swap it out the same way we did with the mini version. Now, if you get a worker, one thing that you can do is have them automatically change it for you, but we are going to take these two buckets over and put them in the magnetite separator. Helps if I turn it on, doesn't it? Going to turn that off, save a bit of fuel. Like that. And now we'll make our way over to the wash area. So let's get these two into the separator. Got a view there. As you can see, each bucket will fill up 25% of the total amount of the magnetite separator, and one bucket will fill up half of the wave table. So we're going to go up and wash this up, and as you can also see, we've got 25 ounces of gold nuggets through this whole process. So much better nuggets, much better ratio of doing things, and a lot less frustration. That's 71.46 ounces of magnetite on that one bucket. We'll put that in the wash table. And we'll fill up the other bucket, which should be 99%. There we go, 70 ounces of magnetite. Now, one thing we'll need to get in the future is a magnetite trailer so that we can pour it into the foundry to add the magnetite onto our account to start getting the upgrades for the blacksmith. We started off with just over 25 ounces. Let's find out. Right, here we are. So we are going to go over to the blacksmith and we shall come back once we have our... there we go. We got about 11 ounces off of the total amount. So we're going to go over to the blacksmith, melt down the gold, get more money and do a little bit of upgrades. Possibly get the water pump and a water trailer so that when things do freeze over, we'll have them available. Here we go. There's our shiny gold bar. And we've got 2 of them this time. So at the moment, without any upgrades, we can only smelt up to 20 ounces of gold at a time. And we lose, I believe, 10% of that. So the largest gold bar of that should be 18 ounces. And the other one about 9. So we're going to go over, sell these gold bars, get ourselves a diesel water pump, as well as a water tank and a fuel tank, so we don't have to worry about those in the future. And if the river does freeze over, we don't have to worry about losing time in order to get more gold on the first day, which we're still on because of the 1-to-1 ratio. So that's $40,000 that we have. Lots of money, and we would be absolutely fine. So we can possibly even go and fill up the fuel container. Now we go in here. Let's get the bits that we need. So we'll get the fuel tank. Now there's only 2 trailer slots, so we can only get 1 to begin with. But there is a little cheeky method we can use as well. But we need the huge water hose to connect from the water tank to the diesel pump, as well as pull in water from the diesel pump. And you can also use the fat water hoses connected to a water generator as an added source of inlet for the water. So we are going to go and buy these. We're going to go pull out the fuel tank and then get the diesel pump and show you a little trick that I like to use. So let's first load these up into here and then connect the fuel trailer to the car. Now, sometimes reversing this can be a little bit tricky. Once you've played this enough, you'll be able to get it in no time. There you go, all hooked up. And let's just be a little bit stupid and load up this. So there we go, we've got it all fueled on the jerry can in there, because I can't be bothered to wait. I'm not gonna lie. I can't be bothered to wait. So, back into the truck, let's pull the fuel tank out. And then we shall go back into the shop and get that diesel water pump that we need as well. All of this is just stuff, as I said, to set us up for the future. And whilst we have the money, there's no harm in getting those future costs and issues prevented. Now we'll go over here again and buy that. So that's now in trailer slot number 2. And we'll go over to the petrol station get the fuel tank filled up and show you a cheeky little trick that we can use to move everything over in one trip. Unfortunately, there's no additional hitches to the trailer, so you can't transport one item to the other. But here we are at the fuel station, so we'll pull it in. We might as well get everything fueled up. Come on, right there. So fuel up the truck. Fuel up the jerry can. And all this just means is that we don't have to come back later to do it, or come back later to fill up the trailer. Okay, so something that you probably didn't know, it has a limit on the fuel line. So you need to pull forward, and now we'll be able to fuel up the tank. If I don't drop it in the meantime again. And there we go. 2.7 thousand. But we have enough fuel to last us a little while. Now we can go and fill up the excavator. We can fill up both the diesel water pump and the water tank with their generators of fuel. But instead of doing that now, we are going to show you a little trick to be able to get everything moved over all at once. And this uses the machine shop. You see, you're not limited to only stuff in the machine shop to transport over. You can move the tanks. So move the water tank and the diesel water pump. And they're all moved over to the parcel. Let's have a look. The trommel here and these giant sluice boxes are going to be useful. But the next big thing we're going to be buying is that large fuel tank, as that can completely fill up by ordering and having fuel delivered. We are going to go over to the parcel, and we shall see you once we are over there to get everything set up and connect the pump and the water tank together. See you soon. And here we are back at the parcel. You can see everything's moved over into the delivery slots. So we are going to preemptively start by getting everything fueled up, because it's going to be easier than doing it later. So think. And by the power and by the magic of editing, it is done in less time than it actually should take. So we shall go and fuel up the excavator now, and then put the fuel tank over to the side and set up the water tank and the diesel tank. Oh no. Well, this is the next thing we wanted to talk about. It's that little gear sign at the top means that it is broken down. So what happened is that I accidentally left the lights on, and I have machine breakages turned on. That means the battery has in fact died. So we need to go ahead and go back to the shop and get that replaced. So first we're going to move the fuel tank over to here, and let's get the diesel and water tank put into place first. Drop that. So now we're going to start with the diesel pump. And hook you up and bring you over to where we need you to be. Now I just like putting them over here because it's cleaner, it's nice, Now, reversing with these can be quite tricky because they like to try and jackknife on you. There we go. And now we're going to get the water tank. Oh, I overshot it a little bit there. So we're going to have to realign ourselves. There we go. And now we're going to put this right next to the pump. And there we go. There's our issue. So we need to go forward quite a bit. And try and push this back in. As you can see, it's trying to jackknife on me right there. And it's just jackknifed. So we need to pull forward now and realign. That should be it. No, we go this way. And straight. There we go. Now, with reversing trailers, it is always best to go slowly. And for some of us who are impatient and don't like waiting, it can be annoying. But it's the better thing to do. We connect those two up there. And then this doesn't need a filter as it has one inbuilt. Or that's the idea I like to come up with. And just chuck it in the water. Now we can turn them on and that water tank will start filling as it is. There we go. We are filling it. And yes, it gets very bloody loud. So, now we are going to move everything. Oh, I dropped that as I was winding it in. So we're going to reconnect this so it becomes a water system going from the filter to that pump into an additional inlet for the water tank. I forgot we need the water generator to be able to do that. So we can go, once we go to the shop to get a new battery, we can get another one to replace it. As well as another hose. And looks like we don't need another hose because we messed up and ordered one too many previously. So we can go and connect this over to the water tank. And as you can see, it's powering through. I hate how loud that is. Now, one thing we can do... Oh, I forgot about that generator. Yay! So we can connect this into our river outlet here. Get another hose and connect it to the water tank. So move that, got that. Pop you in there. Now, did we mess up and get two hoses? No. But we need to go to the shop anyway to get a battery. So we might as well go over now and grab one. and we will show you how to fix a battery on the excavator as well. Now another option is, if you've got the money, you can go to this tablet here and you can unlock the equipment store. But it takes $20,000 to be able to do that. And with using that as well, it makes everything. So one other issue with that is anything you buy from the tablet and have delivered is actually more expensive than going to the shop yourself and getting it. So that's all hooked in. Let's think about what to do now. So we need another water hose. That's a no-brainer. But we shall see you back once we have everything. And here we are back from the shop with our battery and another hose added to our water intake. And this is a bug that happens very often, because you can't have any hoses in whilst it's there. They have to fully disconnect it, put it in, and reconnect everything. It's a bug that's been there for literal years. It's frustrating that they haven't fixed it. It's going to show how much little care developers have done with this game. It's just not right for it. Now, we've got everything connected. Let's go show you how to replace the battery on the excavator. Now, as you can see, we've got two, so we've got one in the truck as a backup if we need it. Because if that truck breaks down, then all of our stuff is broken down. So we go up here. Got a few there. That's the oil filter. Now, let's find the battery, shall we? Where do you guys think it will be? Because it's actually just over here. That little nook right there. So we take that, we drop it on the track. And we need the screwdriver. Sometimes you need to give it a crouch. So we unscrew those. And then move out. So you're probably noticing a difference in the battery colours. What that is the black one is the standard battery, whereas the blue is reinforced, so it will last longer if I forget to turn the lights off again, which I unfortunately do quite often. But that's all fixed and working now. So we are going to call the episode an end here. So we shall see you very soon. I hope you've enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you have. And we shall see you next week with another Gold Rush episode. Bye. Well, welcome back everybody to another episode of I nearly said Gold Rush. To another episode of Gold Mining Simulator. We are going to get back into it and do some more digging. I've not played this for a little while. Maybe a little bit rusty. There we go. I forgot to turn that on. So we are going to continue digging and earn ourselves more money. More money, more gold, more money, more gold, more money, more gold. So we are going to go turn that on now. Here we go. Came out. And we shall come back once we have a bit more gold to do. So, welcome back everybody. We have nearly finished with this last bucket. we did go over and put another 4 buckets into the magnetite separator. So in total we have done 8 whole buckets. And as you can see, we've also got 50... Are you kidding me? 99%. That's just breaking the teeth. As I was saying, as you can see, we have managed to get 57 ounces of gold just in nuggets. So we are going to do a wash up. So we are going to go do a wash up and see just how much gold we've made. Then we're going to go smelt it and try and get as much lovely, beautiful gold bars as we can. Turn this on. So here is where we'll be setting up the final type of wash plant that we can make. That's where we need things like the old Arnold trommel, the sluice boxes, and a dump truck and some hoppers as well. So it's all going to be good. It's all going to be good fun. Stop! And we've had the diesel pump running the whole time, and we've got quite a lot of water in there. I'm going to start you up. Now move the truck here. I'm going to turn this pump on. Going to turn the generator on. And now we're going to start moving our other 4 buckets of paydirt. So one thing we're going to be looking at getting with all the gold that we have on hand is, as I said last episode, that large fuel container, as it will make our life a little bit easier. Throw you in there. Everything. Okay. Right. Popping you there. Ah. So we are going to get all of this flushed through and start getting the gold put into the trade table. See our account get all fully set up. I am losing my mind, I do apologise. We shall be back once we've got the final amount of the gold, and then we'll be going down to the blacksmith to get those nice, lovely, shiny gold bars. So we are back. We are almost finished. So here we are. A total of 42 ounces of gold. Not bad indeed. So we are now going to go down to the blacksmith and get this all smelted down. I shall be a couple of hours, an hour doing this myself. So wish me luck, and we shall see you once we have all of our shiny gold bars. So we have realised that we've got the magnetite trailer, so we are going to go put this bucket of magnetite into it and then add that amount onto our gold. So we will show you how to do that right now. So here's our bucket. It's got the bucket itself is 15%. So it won't be as much in this, so 2%. And now what we do to add it to the account is flick this switch. There we go, 824 ounces of magnetite. We'll head down to the blacksmith and see what upgrades we can get, and then smelt those shiny gold bars. So here we are at the blacksmith. Let's find out just how much we need for the upgrades, because we've not yet had a look at those. Here we are, and upgrades. So we need 1,200 there. So we don't have enough to upgrade anything at this moment in time. So we are going to go ahead and smelt down these gold bars. There you go, can do 20 ounces and we'll lose 2 ounces in the process. So we shall see you very soon. So here we are, the last gold bar. We've got 5 out of that total. And I was here for an hour and a quarter. So let's go sell these and see what money we can make. Place your bets on how much you think we'll get. But pretty soon we'll probably be reaching a point where we don't even need to guess how much we'll get. We'll be able to just save what we have and not worry about it and just keep digging and making more. Here we go. What's this? So another piece we haven't shown you yet. Stock prices do change. So you can see they're receding, but we're going to go ahead and sell them anyway. And unfortunately we cannot mass select them, we have to do them all one by one. There we go, 100,000. So, what we are going to do is get a few bits. Like we said, we're going to get a few more buckets. I think another 4 will do. So we're going to start off with that. Now, open. So we are going to take a look to see what we need for the next system. I think the first thing we are definitely going to get is a big excavator. As well as the large fuel tank. And some other bits that we can keep in storage for it. Because prices do change as it approaches summer. They become a lot more expensive. Let's take a look. First things first. These, we can order those. We need 2 of them anyway. We'll need 1 of those. That's 30,000. So already we do not have enough. We can get 1 of those. And what we can do is we can sell the small one. And this is one thing we'll need in the future as well. But we don't have enough to get it. There we go. We'll move the big excavator. Not the big, can't do that yet. So, we will go over and sell the small excavator, get the big one, and we will end the episode here. I do hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, then if you have enjoyed it, leave a like and a So if you have enjoyed it, leave a like and a subscribe, and if you haven't, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think can be done better, and I'll do my best to try and implement that. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. and goodbye. And before we go, there is our fuel tank. We are going to fill it. So we'll do half. There we go. And have a good day. Bye bye. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Gold Rush the game with me, Rampaging Dwarf. Today we are going to be continuing to gain more gold and getting even further. As you can see, we've almost finished this bucket. We're going to be changing it over like that. So what we are going to do now is take a look at workers. So this is something we haven't touched on yet. We're going to make our way over to the tent, go onto the tablet, and as you can see, it costs us $10,000 to unlock. We have one person rating who you can see is specialised in the hog pan. So that means he'll give a bonus work speed to the hog pan itself. Now you can get other ones. Some of the best ones to get are engineers, as if you get any breakdowns you can make sure that repairs happen automatically and maintenance reduces the risk of those repairs. As well as, in our case, if we didn't get a mobile wash plant operator, they would automatically change buckets over. So we are going to go ahead, continue digging while we can, and then we are going to we're going to put another 4 buckets into the gold nuggetator and come back when we have got all of our buckets finished. So, welcome back. As you can see, we have got 19,000 gold just from nuggets in our account. So we are going to go over and smelt those down, see how much we can get for them, as well as take a look at getting a few new toys as light is starting to fade. Now, one thing that I'm considering, well, 2 things, I should say, is getting some diesel-powered trailer lights to help brighten up the work area, and then we will continue doing a little bit more digging after that. Whilst we move over, you can see that we've got our 4 buckets which we are loading into the gold nuggetator. So we shall see you when we have that shiny gold bar. And here we are. We've got our gold bar. We're going to sell that and see what we can do in getting those light trailers. Now they are somewhat expensive. I believe they're around 7,500 at the moment. But like I said in the previous episode, the closer it gets to summer, the more expensive things get. So our goal... Oh! Ah! Crashed! No. Bad. Get there. Yeah. So, we are going to go over, sell this gold bar, and then we are going to be getting the trailers and then bringing them back to the parcel. And once we're back at the parcel, we are going to move some things around and get everything set up ready for some more fun and shenanigans. One thing we're going to start looking at for the future is building up for the tier 4 wash plant. So currently we are at tier 3 with the mobile wash plant. The next one is a static wash plant, but it takes a lot of money and a lot of equipment to be able to do that. The first we'll need that static generator in the shipping container. We'll need the trommel. We'll also need duplex jigs, 2 of them, a shaker, a conveyor belt, and a hopper. So all of these things are very expensive. So now we shall see you over there when we've got everything set up and make our way back to the claim. And here we are. You can see the difference that the lights are making now. We've moved everything over, so we should start getting better gold yields from this area, as there is more gold in the area at this moment. There we go, our first scoop at full reach. Now, this is the large excavator that we got in the last episode. It does fill up 50% of the mobile wash plant's hopper, as you can see right there. So we're going to put another one in, then turn this machine on and get to work in filling all of these buckets here. So then we're going to move them around and then get to work on getting even more gold set up for the account. So what do you think we should do now? Should we start saving up for the next tier wash plant, or should we go all out and look at buying or renting a new claim, which will yield more gold at certain levels? Or shall we wait on getting a new claim when our gold production is much better with the tier 4 wash plant system? So welcome back. We've got quite a few buckets already set up. We are going to go ahead and end the day here because, well, we want to show you what it's like when we do finally cross over the day. Now, you've heard me mention previously that there is a rent on each parcel. So we are going to turn off all the machines and the generators, and you may have heard me mention it before. We do pay rent based on how much gold we dig up, and gold nuggets don't count towards that rent. So we're going to go end the day and show you exactly what we're talking about when it comes to paying that rent. And we shall sleep until dawn. There we go. This is the summary of the day. We've processed 2,139.64 cubic yards of dirt and 58.88 ounces of gold, and that's just gold that we've washed up, and we need to pay $3,000 plus. This giant fuel container gets filled up from our order that we did earlier, and as you can see, one, we've got to turn this generator on, and two, the snow has left the ground, so that means we don't have to worry anymore about snowed over ground that we cannot actually dig because of how difficult it is. Now we're going to get in. We are going to finish getting all of these buckets. And here we go. This should be our last bucket that we need. We are going to process all this gold. How much gold do you think we'll get? And I'd just like to say as well, if you are enjoying this series or even just this episode, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing, as well as leave a comment on what you like the most, or if you don't like it, hit that dislike as well. I'll still see it, and just comment down on what can be improved, because that's what we're all about, taking on criticism and improving to make it better for everybody else. I'm just going to move the car over, and then we are going to load the car up and move everything over to our wash up station. So we shall see you once we have our final number of gold. But again, tell me what you think of how much gold we are going to be able to get, and also how much that gold will be worth. Here we are, 51.013 ounces from 12 buckets. That's roughly just under, well, 7 ounces under what we made in the previous day. And here you go, as you can see, as we turn everything off, it's reached -4 and the water source has frozen over. So without that water tank, we would not be able to do any washing up. We wouldn't be able to run the mobile wash plant. So we are going to, so normally we would have to wait for that to be able to do any work on the claim, as it were. But fortunately, we've got that mobile water tank, so we can continue no matter what happens, especially in an event like this. So now we are going to go over and smelt down all of this gold after doing a little bit of refueling. So we shall see you over there. What do you think we will get in terms of money from all of this gold? So let's fill up this tank, just see how much it takes from the large one to fill this up from 7%. There we go, 100% filled. And now we can take that around for anything that we need, such as the large excavator, or later down the line, the generator shipping container. So we'll put that back onto the container there. And we'll move this over to where we want to keep it stored. But here we are. We had some magnetite left over, so we are going to cut over to where we are at the blacksmith to smelt the gold. So as you can see, so welcome to the blacksmith. We've got some magnetite. It's roughly 1500, so we are going to go ahead and get the gold costs cut down for smelting it, because that's pretty much the only one that we can afford right this moment in time. So we'll be doing 20 ounces of gold at a time, losing 2 ounces, and we shall see you back once we've smelted all of this down. And here we are, 3 gold bars of a total of 46 ounces. So, how much do you think these gold bars will get us, and what do you think the stock prices will look like? Alright, let's go find out. And the gold at the moment is at an all-time low, but we are going to sell what we have now, but start saving and waiting for those prices to rise, so that we can make the best use of, essentially bang for buck, of what we can get to put towards either a new parcel or the wash plant itself. So we are also going to be doing something special next episode. But on that note, I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. So we are going to leave it here. We shall see you next week with Gold Mining Simulator. As always, have a beautiful day and bye bye. Today we are going to see how far we can get with 26 buckets before the mobile wash plant motor blows up on us. So we are going to turn this off and turn everything else on, and then we will get into the time lapse of our digging process, see how far we can get, what breakages come down. If you like it, let me know. But for now, we are going to get into the time lapse once this has been turned on. Let's go!
If you see him come your way, follow these words, you will thank me someday. Take one step to the side, or he'll have you circumcised, 'cause he is a rampaging dwarf.
Well, will you look at that? Our mobile washplant jet has been destroyed, so we need to go down to the shop, get a new one, take the old one off and refit this one. So we shall jump to when we have that part in our possession and then show you how to replace that. And here we are back again with another load that we need. We have the wash plant jets, so we are going to get that changed over so we can continue production and process more pay dirt and get more lovely shiny gold for us to smelt at the blacksmith. So we are going to go ahead and drop this down so we can take off the broken part, replace it as we need, and then continue on, as I said, with getting everything ready for our massive amount of buckets that we are going to be producing this episode. How much do you think we're going to get? And if you haven't already, leave us a quick like and subscribe if you like the comment. Leave us a quick like and subscribe if you like the content, and let us know what you would like to see added. Would you like more transitions like I've been doing? Would you like more time lapses? I'm always open for opinions and suggestions, and even let me know what you didn't like. So there we are, all fixed and ready to go. So we are going to go ahead. And start producing more gold.
Friday night, found a photograph of us. I can't remember what we did that time. We were spending one night in Venice. It just slipped my mind. I just know how it felt. I won't forget that. Windows down and open top. But we were clever not to take it too far. Though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been. Cause don't I miss you and all those things back then. Way back then. Way back then. The longer I've waited, the more that I've tried. All the years that I've wasted trying to find it, all that I go through for my peace of mind, let it all go out the window, no smoke in my I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind. Early blue morning, when everything's cold, I see you running, all covered in gold. There's nothing else that eases my soul. I let it all go out the window, no smoke in my eyes. I can hear the
So here we are, the mobile wash plant engine has just broken, ending our challenge of how many buckets we can get before this happened. We've got quite a few buckets? What the hell are buckets? Sorry, we've got quite a few buckets in the back of the truck. So we're going to go ahead and turn everything off, head over to the wash up area and get this sorted. So here we are at the wash up area. We had 4 buckets already in the nuggetator. We're going to go wash this all up now that everything is all turned on and get ready to see our final amount of gold. Let me know down below how much gold do you think we'll get in either ounces or dollars, and will we have enough to fully get the next tier stage wash plant. So there we go, 102 ounces of gold. So I'm going to sit here for the next hour and 15 minutes and get all of this smelted down. For you, it will be a click of the fingers. So we shall see you soon. There it is, the last bar. Now, I cannot be bothered to do the last 2.1 ounces and might as well save it. But as you can see, we've got 5 shiny gold bars. How much are we going to get, do you think? Let's go over to the bank, find out, and then see what new goodies we can buy. We've got quite a large amount that we do need to pay out for the next wash plant. We've got to get a trommel, 2 duplex jigs, a shaker, conveyor belt hopper, the dump truck, the electrical part, generator, shipping warehouse thing. Do you think we'll be able to get it, or do you think we'll need to do another session on this one? Now that's the last gold bar. In total, $110. I need to rethink that. I meant to say $110,000. If it was 110, then we had been underpaid. So here we are as well at the machine shop. Let's find out what we get. So first, we'll go for the trommel. We've got all the sluice boxes, fortunately. So that's 25,000. We need 2 of these duplex jigs. And that's going to be 70,000, so 95,000. We don't have enough for the shaker, that's 80,000. We need that dump truck, but we're going to get the big power generator here. The big dump truck is definitely going to be way too expensive. I believe that's about 100,000. So we still need another 200,000 before we can finish with everything we need. Yeah, 100,000. So we still need another 200,000, roughly 200 to 300,000, as well as another hot pan. So we're going to go get this generator back, fix a mobile wash plant set up for later, and we shall see you soon. So here we are, back at the claim, and we're going to remove this generator and replace it with the next one so we can get everything fixed and sorted, ready for the next episode. So we'll remove that, put the new one back in, bring out the monkey wrench and put it all back together. Come on, hurry up. There we go. Now, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this content. Do try to have a great, wonderful day, night, evening, whatever the time or the day it is for you, in whatever time zone you're in. But for now, I have been Rampaging Dwarf, and thank you very much. Bye bye. We are back with another episode of Gold Mining Simulator, sorry. I've still got the old name stuck on my head. We are going to be going ahead and digging out some more of the, so that we can get some more gold, and we're going to take a look at getting the drill to see where the best places to dig are and see if we can find anything decent there. We will begin with a small timer. I hope you enjoy, and let me know in the comments how you've all been.
If you see him come your way, follow these words, you will thank me someday. Take one step to the side, or he'll have you circumcised, 'cause he is a rampaging dwarf. His name is Rampaging Dwarf. When he's done with you, you'll be torn apart and limb from limb. We gotta fight for him, 'cause he's our leader, Rampaging Dwarf. He is a rampaging dwarf. He is a rampaging dwarf. His name is Rampaging Dwarf.
Call me out, tiger. Call me out, why don't you love? Lift me up higher above the clouds, won't you love? When the scenery is right, go right in. I wanna fall deep within. Don't leave me hanging just 'cause I'm too proud. Whisper away my outdated doubts. Somebody do me the courtesy, dress me down. I'm not that old yet, I'm far too young to not stand my ground. But my ways are mine and I don't wanna change, not even for love. Now take back all them hard words. I'm a grown woman with confidence and sense. In the middle, meet me in the middle. I'm a riddle, figure me out. We'll tornadoes, we'll drink morning dew, and we'll be lovers, me all the years that I've wasted trying to find it. All that I go through for my peace of mind, let it all go out the window. No smoke in my eyes, I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind.
Right, let's go do us a wash up. Nah, wrong button. Yeah, get in. Right. We have a lot of buckets. We have car. We have the ability to drive. Why is it not turning like when I tell you to? Okay, there you are. Excellent. That does remind me I do need to bring a fuel trailer with me. Need stuff you
Out the window, no smoke in my eyes, I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind. Let it all go out the window. No smoke in my eyes, I can hear the wind chiming. It's always been you in the back of my mind. It's always been you in the back of my mind.
Killing time, Friday night. Found a photograph of us without cares and worn out clothes. Doesn't seem so long ago. Now I'm just sitting here bored at home, and it really got me thinking of the times we took off on the road. I can't remember where we headed that night. We were cruising around town in Memphis, running the lights. I just know how it felt at home for
There we go. 40.6 ounces of gold. Not too bad. Now, there's the electrical cabinet. Tell you what, let's go fuel up the excavator, and then we shall go and smelt down the gold. Here we are. Let's see what upgrades we can get. So the only one we can afford right now is the smelting time. I'm okay with how long it takes. I think what we want to do is save up for the smelting losses. So we still need another just over 500 grams magnetite. No, ounces even. That's a bug. But we are going to go ahead and smelt what we have. We shall be back soon then. Right, here we go. We have got all of our gold. So, we'll take that. We won't bother smelting that 0.6 ounces. Now, we've got a small decision to make. And I think we are going to get a relatively smallish loan. Because I want to find out where the best digging spots are. And I don't like renting equipment. So, we are going to sell these. As well as get an $80,000 loan. There we go. I think we'll be fine with that daily payment. Let's take that out. There we go. Stock. Ooh, gold stock has dropped quite a lot. Ah, got it. An extra 40 grand. There we go. So, there are a couple of bits we're going to need to get. Firstly, we are going to go over to the store, because I've got a feeling with what we're going to be doing, we're going to be breaking apart. Open sesame. There is no, it's not. Where are you? I've not actually done this before, so this is going to be a learning experience for all of us. No. Where are you? Ah, here we are. Jesus Christ. So, we are going to get one of them. You're like, yeah, I need to actually buy it. Duh. So that's that. And we are going to go get the drill. And we'll get back in the car and we're going to go to the machine shop. Yeah, there's water. So what I want to do is I want to find out the best spots to be digging for the maximum gold output once we've got the wash plant. So we can use the worse off spots for just normal, the mobile wash plant, and then we can use the best spots once we've got the bigger tier wash plant. And where are you? There you are. Do that. There we go. So we can use the next tier wash plant to get better gold yield from better areas. So this may take me quite a while. So what I'll do is I'll cut once we've finished it. Also, if we do end up repairing that drill bit, we will cut to there and then show you how that is done. Okay, so let's address a couple of things first. Turns out the drill is a little bit broken, as you can see by the current gold. We've not done any wash plants, we've not done any digging, and it turns out that the drill gets you nuggets, and they can range from 1 ounce all the way to 20 ounces, what I've seen so far. We have done from 113 there all the way down, and that entire section. So secondly, our drill's broke, which is why we got the second one. So we are going to switch to our car and drive it over and find out how we can repair the drill. And let's get going. Okay, I know I'm going to. I think we're going to need this one. Yep. Unscrew there. Unscrew there. And we'll put the new drill on here. So let's screw that back in. And we're all done. So we shall get back to the drilling and just see how much gold we can get in nuggets because of the drill. So we shall be back with you very, very soon. No, seriously, where is it? We just ordered that drill and it's disappeared. Well, this turns out to be a bug that the game needs to fix. Right, we are going to be calling it here. We are going to go and spend forever melting down all of this gold we have. So as you can see, we can now smelt 80 ounces of gold in one hit because we have the upgrade. So this one. So the next one we can do is we can smelt 9 times the amount of gold, but we need 3,500 ounces of magnetite, and as you can see, everybody, it's just glitched and it's annoying. So we will be back once we've got rid of the almighty amount of gold we have. And here we have it. We have melted down all of our gold. As you can see, we've had to sell some because we ran out of money. So let me know what all of you think our final amount's going to be. We are going to go ahead and take a look, get that all set up, and place your bets in the comments. How much do you think we'll get from the rest of these gold bars? We did get the upgrade, so we could do 80 ounces at once, because I was too impatient to wait for all of it in 20 ounce amounts. So it is now time for us to find out. There we have it, a final amount of 708,000. So we are going to call the episode here. Do we buy out the old Arnold clay, or do we get the final machine shop? And also, if we want, do we do both and pull out a decent sized loan. Let me know, everybody. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and bye bye. Well, hello everybody and welcome back. So we did not get any comments about what we're going to be doing, so I'll make the decision. We'll move on to another claim. Now, a little bit of life update is I have a new dog. Yes, and she is a very good girl. And she's currently curled up right behind me. The cat, she was not impressed. And it may be a case of she broke my fingers. So, future dwarf here, it was actually much worse than that. I ended up with a 8-day stay in hospital and loss of half a finger due to a severe infection. But the show must go on. Long story short is I'm okay. The cat's okay, she's gone to my dad, and the dog is happily being an annoying little moo cow sometimes. And she's just running around the bedroom at the moment now, which is fun. So I am now limited purely to using controller, as I cannot use keyboard and mouse. So let's have a look at what we can get. So parcels wise, we are currently on Old Arnold, and you can see provisional rent is 30 and price per square feet is 60. We can completely buy out the claim. I think we spent a bit long in there. Now for $300,000 lease we can get Rivertown, which is slightly different. Expected amount of gold medium compared to low on Old Arnold. And we do have enough to get Pine Valley as well, with a high amount of gold. I think we'll go for Rivertown, lease it out, and then use our good old drill technique to get the money to fully buy it out, and well, hopefully fully buy it out, and then start mining. So there we go, that's that one. We are going to exit. And we are going to do a little bit of cheating. And we're going to move the thing to new parcel to the equipment store. So we'll exit here. So we still have 400,000 left, so we can do quite a lot. So don't think we're going to need to do that. We'll need to move that. Wash plant, water tank. So I can use the mouse. And we're going to move all of this over for 16 grand. And we shall see you back at the claim. So here we are at the claim. And as you can see, we spent a bit more money. We now have the full next tier wash plant. So we do not need that mobile wash plant anymore. And we also got some other equipment that we'll need for it, such as the dump truck and the electrical cupboard, or electrical container. So first thing we're going to do is repeat what we did in the last episode with the drill. And we shall then get moving. So let's hit... Oh, I forgot to turn the batteries off. We don't want to have to change that. Go. We're still running. Oh, just the lights is fine. So, let's start getting drilling, and let me know what your predictions are on how much gold we're going to get through the drill. Or not, because the drill bit has just broken. So let's get all of this sorted out. But here's our tent over here. We are going to go order a new drill bit. This is a drill bit. What is drill bit? We're going to replace our drill bit and get everything sorted out. We do still need to go to Old Arnold and pick up stuff like our buckets and all of our cables. So we will be back once we've done the drilling and got everything that we need to start mining. So we've got all of that repaired. So let's get on with our drilling. This will also tell us where the best places to dig are. And here we have passed into midnight. We've done a fair amount of digging. Well, I should say drilling. And as you can see, we have 444 ounces of gold just through drilling alone. So we are going to go sell a small amount of that and then smelt what we can, and we will be right back as we are looking at getting another machine, as well as fully buying this claim so we don't have to pay rent. But we shall be back soon. So here we are, melting our last 57 ounces of gold. We have a few bars left over, and I don't think it's yet going to be enough to buy out the claim, as the gold prices are not doing too well at the moment. So I would rather keep on doing more drilling and try and get as much as we possibly can, and then do one massive smelting run and wait for those gold prices to raise up so we can maximise our profits. So once we've got all that done, we shall be back and see you very soon. So we've been going at this for quite a while, and as you can see from this run alone, we have 751 ounces of gold so far. And I'll be honest, this has been multiple weeks of recording with a hospital stay as well, so unfortunately I've not been able to do much in terms of that. But the total footage was about 8 hours, which I've cut down to whatever this video is going to end up on. But we have some exciting plans, and the last little bit here is going to be a bit of a time lapse. So I hope you enjoy the music and hope you enjoy the time lapse as well. So we are going to go ahead and smelt down what gold we have, but we will leave the episode here as it's going to take quite a while to be able to do that. So next episode, we have everything we need to set up the washplant. So we are going to do that. Then we are going to see how much money we have left over if we can, we're going to get the giant excavator, or completely buy out this claim so we do not need to worry about any rent from the gold we make, and just make pure profits. So, I have been Rampaging Dwarf. You have been a wonderful audience, and thank you very much for joining and making it this far if you have. But for now, bye bye. We are back with another episode of Gold Mining Simulator. So, we've not done anything yet. We are going to take a look. And I might do some more drilling just to boost our... For lack of... Actually, you know what? The best option will be to buy the last bits we need for the wash plant. So we'll need one of those. I might have just added 2 by accident. We'll need one of these. And we'll need one of these. And that will be the full setup for the claim. Now, what? What's going on? It's not registering that I'm actually selecting it. Has this fucked up?
His name is Rampaging Dwarf. When he's done with
I'm a dumbass. We are finally going to use the big excavator. We will want one of these. So this is going to be a lot of our money gone. Do you? Do you? And now we have all the things we want. 400,000 roughly, not 500,000. My mistake. Now we want to move all of our stuff over. I would not envy the person doing this. Let's move. There we go. Oh, that frame rate dropped. So, let us head back. We shall see you in a moment. So here we are back at the claim, and we blew a tyre. That was fun. So let's go to the tent and see what that worker is who wants to work for us, and see whether or not there's someone we can actually take. Workers waiting. And he works duplex jig. Let's hire him. As you can see, he can swap the buckets from his nearby area on the duplex jigs. And that's just at level 1. Level 2, he will get a minus 6.86 malfunction. And level 3, and there's a 17% chance for auto repair to 30% durability on a failure. So, somewhat useful. But for now, I am going to go ahead and do some digging. Well, not digging, some drilling. So, we have just finished digging up the claim. And not digging, drilling. We have done every single square. Multiple times. And as you can see, we have quite a lot of gold from it. So, there's a couple of things that I would like to get before we go down and smelt this, as we have enough. Firstly, before we're able to move all the washplant equipment over to here, we are going to need to get some chains. But that destroyed building, that is our water tower, and we need it. So we are going to get the water tower, and that will cost us about 150,000. And then we're going to get some tyres for the truck to replace the broken one, because it kind of smashed on the way here. So let's get all this started. Where are you? There you are. 150 grand, and that is our water tower built. So now let us go and get the wheel for our truck. Then we can move the water pump into position and start pumping water into the water tower. So let's replace all of those. Accessories, we need some chains. I think we'll go for the 5 meter. So let's do that. So let's fix the reels. We shall be back after a quick time lapse. So I forgot we need a car jack, so let us go and grab one. there we have it. Our truck is fixed. So, let's get everything set up. Oh, we need to get that out of the way. So now we've got the big excavator, we don't actually need this, so we are going to go ahead and sell it. We'll sell all of that. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is, before setting everything up, I'm going to go smelt down all of this gold, and then we shall be back to move everything to build the wash plant. So, see you all soon. Right, we have our last gold bar smelted down. Turn on our light. So, we have a lot of gold bars. Now, the next thing I'd like to do is go to the bank and and see what the prices are like. See if we can get a So we'll see if we can get the whole parcel bought out. We'll need 1.2 million. I definitely think we've got enough, no matter the price. But it's whether or not it's actually worth it for us to get as much money as we can. Let's have a look. Gone down quite a bit. But let's do it. There we go. 2.29 million. So we could actually go and get Pine Valley. But I do not want to do all that drilling again yet. So we are going to go and buy out the claim. There we go. So now we will be back in a moment whilst we are starting to get our time lapse ready for setting up the wash plant. Finally! As you could see, that was rather difficult. But we are not quite finished yet. We still got a couple bits that we need to get, such as grates and miner's moss, as well as buckets, because I cannot be bothered to go to River Town, bring them all back, and everything else. Right, so let's go to the tablet. We need more of that. We need 1, 2, 3, 6 grates. So I need 12. I think just 12. But we'll find out. So yes, that is the main bit I hate about this game, is setting up the wash plant. Can pump. That. And we've run out of space. So we're going to go and set up the rest of this, order the bits, and we shall be back with you in a moment. Right, so we've got everything set up, or rather messily. So we are going to test, make sure it all works. So that's all got water. Perfect. So that all works. So now we'll turn our power generator on. We've got power. Aha! I knew I missed something. You need power. There it is. Okay, so we'll get that. And then we can start mining. Hello, doggo. Hello. So we go to accessories, we grab one of those, then we check out. And we need an extension. There we go. Now, let's do some digging. Because we've not done any digging yet. And that is still going up despite being run. Perfect.
His name is Rampaging Dwarf. When he's done with you, you'll be torn apart, limb from limb. We gotta fight for him, 'cause he's our leader, Rampaging Dwarf.
So you just need to go turn on power to that, and it should be fine. And here we go. It is going. Excellent. And there goes the buckets. And everything is filling up. Perfect. So we are going to leave the episode here. Thank you all for watching and seeing me struggle to get this set up. I hope you've enjoyed, and we shall begin running machines properly in the next episode. But for now, bye bye. Welcome back everybody. We have started with a new episode. And I am Rampaging Dwarf. You are the best audience on YouTube. So, last episode, we started off with this. We finally got this set up. It finally works. Why is this not working? Why do you not have any power? Let's go to the generator. Yeet.
If you see him come your way, follow these words, you will find me someday.
Bottle.
Take one step to the side, or he'll have you circumcised, 'cause he is a rampaging dwarf.
There we go, it's now working again. So, we are going to go ahead and do some more digging to get some more gold. And we will see how much you actually get with the full load with this. And yes, that's what she said. So, we will be back once we have everything filled up to take a look. Ooh, don't want to run into that. So we need to remove the water pipe to stop the gold from washing out of the trays. And, well, long story short, if we don't do that and it is full, we can wash away all of our gold, and we do not want that. So, 93%, I think that will do for now. So we are going to go ahead and start the washout.
His name is Rampaging Dwarf.
So there we go. Everything cleaned out, ready to go. Let us start. The one new update that I forgot to mention is that they've updated it a little bit and allowed us to actually carry 2 things. Ooh, 662 ounces of magnetite. That should be a pretty good bucket. Let's do this. I think I messed up with that one. There we go, including the 1 gold nugget we got, which was 16 odd ounces, 109 ounces of gold. Now, let's take a look at the map, the gold map. I swear I did all of those. Oh, that's O'Donnell. Oh, I missed the entire strip. Here is our parcel. So I believe we are in this small area here. So let's have a look. Is that the right one? Yes, so this is where we're digging. So getting good yields is not the worst, it's not the best. We've mostly mined out the worst areas. So here we can start getting decent amounts. But we are going to go and shut everything off in the night, and this is just going to be a short little episode to expose what we can get. And in the meantime, I'm going to work at neatening up all the cables and pipes to make it a bit neater and a bit more streamlined. But thank you for watching. You have been an amazing audience. I have been Rampaging Dwarf, and I hope you have enjoyed. Bye bye.